Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
First play is to the air. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. He throws a bullet to the center. It is caught at the 20. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Give him 38 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Ooh, without much time left on that play clock, Coach Mike McDonald calls a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. The jumpiness backs him up. Now 6 to go on 2nd down. And again, it's Darnold. Makes the catch. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
And you just get the play off. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. We've reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. Giving this to Harvey. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
The Broncos into the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone now. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Nick's off the play action. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Man in motion, out of the slot.
Captain. Joe.
Now Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up their opening drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shaheed now to return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. Now Donald off the play action. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. First and 10, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Comes, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
14 more yards.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. Chased out to his right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Second down run, good for 4. That brings up third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Darnold. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Caught at the 2. And he's across the goal line and in. That makes it an 8-point lead. Wow, what a determined effort there, Brock. We all thought he was going down short of the line, but he fights through the tackle, and the try is successful.
I like that word, determination. It was determination with a capital D. When you get the ball in front of that goal line on these 2 points, you could just feel that entire defense converge. But his effort, his want to, and that determination got them the 2 points.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Knicks now on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
Yo.
Play fake, Darnold. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
To throw, here's Darnold. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Cooper caught the intended receiver, so it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
Jason Myers to kick
Here's
off
Myers now to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. It's Nix out of the pistol. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
This one falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. This is Cup. That's Cup. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They strike for 23 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
23 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So 2nd down coming up. From the gun, Darnold. He brings it in. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it again to Smith-Njigba. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain
Offense to the line fast.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and goal, Seattle.
And again, it's Darnold. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
So Darnold in the offense getting set. 2-point attempt upcoming.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw now. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Captain, 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 captain.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He's going to push one deep down the right.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Nix. Mo finds his back, Harvey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
They'll throw again. Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Going for it on 4th, Nix. That'll be the 1st and more. And he's taken down at the 30. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. First and 10 now from the 30. Nix to throw again. This time not able to get it to him. He's been a favorite target on this drive, but incomplete there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
Captain, captain, captain.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Going on 4th. Here's Nix. Throw is caught by the back. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Seahawks have the football. Up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Jason Myers to kick off for
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Allen. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
The Bills' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Allen again. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Allen now looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Allen going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Cook will get in for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
And he will get in to make it 8-0.
That makes the score Bills 8. Seahawks.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Darnold's pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer from a yard out. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's another Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now it's Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to throw for the two with Darnold. And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't have some better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he is going to have the Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. A pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 31.
Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 40 yards. First down, Seattle.
Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Faking the give, Darnold. This is caught inside the 15. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. A final shot before the break. Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
First down, Seahawks.
Play action. It's Darnold. He'll get this one to cut complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Yeah, we already know, nigga. Already know how we do game.
Creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the
I'm already knowing. It just, I be goddamn letting niggas slide, bro.
Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jobe. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an.
Why they try to play with me like that?
Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's Darnold. And Walker has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Darnold. And this is caught for the moment it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen going to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Straight ahead, Walker. Now inside the 25. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
We're going to set.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Darnold now to throw. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen. That's taken in by Knox. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a pickup of 3.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen going to run with it. Into the hands of Cooks. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
At the 39-yard line.
To throw is Allen. That's caught by Shakir.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jobe. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to...
W's in the chat.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And it is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Go ahead.
Here's Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Hey, 180. Hey, shot. Hey, middle.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this.
My boy Drake, tell my boy Drake up.
Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they took one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Cooper Kupp on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jackson now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every.
Damn, why bro kicking 3, bro?
So far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter
Somebody up below.
one quarter down, 8-0 the score. Looking to put a drive together. Off of play action, Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. We'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Faking the give, Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just need a yard here, second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Play action, it's Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On third down, here's Walker. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown
From
Seattle.
13 yards out. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Seahawks 14. Ravens nothing. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the
for
touchdown,
Seattle.
here's Myers to boot it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Jackson going to keep it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Play action. It's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth.
It's fourth down.
You are X.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw is Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Darnold now to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Seattle.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before the break. Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 51 yards. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
The coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Yeah, man.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Henry at the middle. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Off the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tough spot here, third down and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers from 13 yards out. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Will line up for the
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for
I don't know what he was thinking.
Come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And they're not going
W's in the chat.
Run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL
4's in the chat.
on EA Sports. Now Darnold. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
It's over.
A big play there.
He gonna
2
quit.
catches, 2 touchdowns here so
He
far.
gonna quit.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Seahawks 26, Ravens 6. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
Jackson
Brings up 3rd and 3.
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
On the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson on the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 27 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. It's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Walker with a grab, left side. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. A play fake, and it's Darnold. They'll get this complete to the tight end, Barner. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And Walker with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's another Seahawks.
And Darnold's going to change the play.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Seahawks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. They're complete to Smith and Jigba. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
And it's 3rd down.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Here's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10.
13.
Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they
it's over, bro.
4-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go. You.
One last shot for Jackson. This is caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put a...